Hi YouTube, hi crabs. Today I will show you the team that I use for the faction war from Lasir stage 25. This is not an easy comp to do, but I just want to show you how could you farm this faction war in fuel auto. I know that this is not the most difficult faction war in the game, but I found this team uh, not long time ago, so I wanted to share it with you. The K champ of this team is Darknik. Obviously, mine is Fuel Book and A1, and I'm playing him in Awaken. You will see that the damage are very huge. I think you could replace Trista or Light Herlin maybe with another support from this faction, but I didn't try any other comp. I have to be honest. Before I used to play with Ashlyn, it worked very well too, but I could not play in auto with Adlin. That's why I swapped for Darknik. This is much more comfortable to farm the faction war in auto. This is the last content, one of the last content that we still need to play manually if we want to secure the stage 25 for most of the faction. So I don't have many things to do in the game, so I try to find some team or invest on some champ that will allow me to farm the faction war 25 in auto. When I say I want to invest, I mean I want to invest on epic. Obviously, I would not invest on legendary just for faction war. So as you can see, it's pretty safe and it's pretty fast too. So it's very comfortable to farm with this team for me for this faction war, because it was pretty boring before to play with Ashlyn. So I'm happy that I can use Darknik there. I also use him in RTA. I think that is not a bad champ for RTA. He's obviously not the best Dark and Light in the game, but at least he's usable and not that much. Dark and Light, I mean, hold Dark and Light are usable in RTA. But this one is strong, and I think he will always stay strong because of his non-killable anti-dis mechanic. This is same for his brother Lightning. They will never be outdated. I think they will always be strong, because you can't kill them and it's always difficult, and you always have to pick some specific champ when you want to ignore the non-killable champ. So it was the last run. Now I will show you the stats. Obviously, the most important champ in this team is Nicholas. Mine has very good stats. 9k 500 attacks and close to 400 crit damage in Everis. So when he is able to play in RTA, when I can use the ultimate, then I most of the time I just cleave the enemy team. I just didn't use the last book for the skill spare because I don't use his S3. Obviously you need to have increased damage depending on his own attack because when he will have own HP, because when he will have the NTDs, he will have 1 HP, and it will increase his attack a lot. This is Blue Freya, nothing specific there. Mine is Fuel Book, mostly for PvP. I don't think that you need to book her for this faction war, but she's one of the most useful RGB champ in the game, so I think she deserves to be booked, at least if you are a late game player. This is Trista. As you can see, I didn't gear her well. It doesn't matter that much. Just brings resonance gear on her. And this is light herbs. This is similar of Trista. This is not very important. So now let's swap on the Crisas faction. I already farmed this faction war before in manual, but since I summoned Dark Orak, I wanted to try if it could work in auto. So I think most of you have this champ. Maybe some of you booked Garel because he used to be very strong long times ago, and sadly now we don't use him anywhere. So this is the only place that I'm still using Garel in the game. And if I can farm the stage 25 in auto because I booked Garel, so I will feel not that sad. It will not be full lose investment, because at least he is usable somewhere and it's very comfortable to farm the stage 25 in auto. Oh, it's not as fast as the Lasir faction war, but it's also not as safe as the Lasir faction war, because obviously all of my team are using the stun sets, so it's possible that you can't farm this stage with the background mode. But at least the win rate is not that bad, and if you have book on a Dark Orak, I think you may have 100% win rate with this team. My Dark Orak is not book and is not that strong. It also depends on the Jacob buff. It could be annoying if the buff goes on the other Jacob, and then when he will ultimate, they will have the multi joint attack. It will be horrible to tank. As you can see, Sylan is very important there because she has the counter attack and she may stun the Jacob during his ultimate, as she just did there. And she also stunned the William. I focused the William on this run, but I tried to leave it in fuel auto, and it also worked. But as I told you, this is not a team that you could use in full background. I will try to see if the win rate is stable, because I just upgraded my Jocasta gear and my Silent gear during the upgrade event that we have right now. And I think I'm not sure that they could kill my team with very tanky gear. So you're not going to 3 stars this faction war with this team, obviously. I think the only way to 3 star this faction war is to have Crazy Yurzak. Obviously, if you have Crazy Yurzak, I don't think that you have any problem to farm this faction war, because this champ is totally broken, especially if you have the A2. But if you don't have him, and if you have the champs that I use in this team, I think you could try, and you could be surprised to farm this faction war with fuel auto. So I hope you enjoyed it to see there's different faction war composition. I will show you the stats of my Garrier before the end of the video. And all the other champs, as I told you, are in a Rebel set with as much HP as possible. Only the Casta is with Salvation set, the new tier. This is the stat that you want to have to expect. I think you can do something better. Mine is not that good, to be honest. So bye bye everyone. I hope to see you soon. Enjoy the game.